Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly remove and replace the alternator from an Audi A6 with a 2.7 Tdi engine. As all can see, this is the alternator which I bought from a junkyard. It's not in very good condition, but it's working just fine because I tested it and it's good to go. I'm replacing mine with this one because I have onto the dashboard the ABS light came on from time to time, and I already replaced all the ABS sensors, so the problem is not with the sensors. I read online that the problem could also be the alternator, which is not charging anymore how it should be, and which maybe has some short circuit inside it, and this is why the ABS light came on. I'm not pretty sure, but I'm going to try it anyway. So as you can see, I removed the front bumper and also the serpentine belt. I will leave down below a link where I will show you step by step how to do this, because I have a video which I did a few months ago when I was replacing the serpentine belt on this car, and in that video I'm going to show you step by step what you'll have to remove in order to reach the alternator. As you can see, I removed the bolts which are holding this radiator mounting. I removed the bolts from right here, and on each side you'll have 4 big bolts on each side. You will also have to remove the little plastics which make the air go into the radiators onto the sides. So this is one from right here, but I think this one is from the other side, but I'm just showing you where it's located. You'll have to pull it outside and it will come out. You will also have to remove the headlights. To remove the headlights, you'll have this bolt from right here, this one, and also this one from right here. So you'll have 3 bolts from the headlights, and also you'll have to remove the connector from behind it. So I also removed the serpentine belt. To remove the serpentine belt, you'll have to use a Torx 16. I'm going to show you in a second why you'll have to use a Torx and where you'll have to put it. So this is the serpentine belt. I recommend to take a picture before removing it, because in this way you will know exactly where the serpentine belt goes and how it was installed. Or you can also draw it onto a paper. So this is the Torx 16, and onto the tensioner you'll have this little star. You'll have to put the Torx inside that little star, and you'll have to decompress. You'll have to push the tensioner in order for you to release the belt. After that, I already removed the pipes from the air filter and I installed them. I put them between the radiators and the car just to make sure that the radiators will stay forward and it will create me enough space to work onto the alternator. So the alternator is right here, down left, right there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I already removed the 2 bolts. I didn't remove them completely, I just loosened them up, and as you can see, this is the 1 bolt from the bottom. You'll have to unscrew it and it will come out. Just to look how long the bolt is. If you don't pull the radiators in the front of the vehicle, if you don't pull them, you won't be able to remove the bolts and you won't be able to remove the alternator. So with the bottom bolt removed, you'll have another bolt right here at the top of the alternator. I'm not sure how to put the camera and show you guys, but I think from this side is going to be very good. So this is the bolt which you'll have to remove also. You'll have to unscrew it, and after that you'll have to pull it outside. And after you remove this bolt, the alternator will be no longer mounted onto the vehicle. So the alternator is going to sit there. In some cases it will be very stuck, because if the alternator has not been removed from so many years, it can be seized. But if you have to hammer it a little, if you take a crowbar or something like that, you'll be able to push it out and you'll be able to remove it from the vehicle. Those are the bolts. They are exactly the same size, so you don't have to worry where this one goes and where the other one goes. After that, in order for you to remove the alternator, you'll have to go onto the side from right here, behind this little radiator, and you'll have enough space to pull it out from this one. But you'll have to go underneath the car and remove the connector from behind it, and also you'll have to remove a 13mm bolt which is holding the ground to the alternator. So right now I'm going to go behind it and remove the connectors, and I'm going to remove it completely from the car. As you can see, I'm wiggling it just a little just to make sure that it's coming out, and from here it's a very simple job. Just follow what I'm doing. So as you can see, this is the alternator which I removed from the car, and on the back of the alternator, this is where the ground goes and this is where the power goes. So the power is with the plastic clip and the ground it's holding in by the 30mm bolt. To install it back onto the car, to install the new alternator back onto the car, you'll have to follow the same steps. You'll have to put a little bit of force just to put it into the position, but it will be possible if you take your time and if you have a little skills. As everybody can see, the alternator is installed back onto the car. I'm not going to show you guys how to put everything back together because you'll have the link down below where I will show you step by step. I also recommend you to check the guiding rods and also the pulleys and also the serpentine belt if you do this job, because you don't want to put everything back together and after a while to see that you have a problem in this area. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.